Right, I'm here with Enrico. Basically, Enrico's the brains behind the 2013 carp program for Prologic. Now, we've got whole new products to show you here. Looking at the Hooklinks in particular, Enrico, I can see it's all new packaging. They're all coming in their own new boxes.
Yep.
Please, I mean, the Super Snake. Tell me more.
The Super Snake. This has been designed for the very most advanced rigs. First of all, is the, let's say, on the abrasion resistance level. This is the second strongest Hooklinks we have.
So it's very tough.
It's very tough. Yes. As you see, we have not mixed different braid for the cam, but we have just used a new painting system. This is because we have used a so tight winding on the braid to keep the abrasion resistance high that it's almost impossible to mix two different colors.
So it's woven really tight.
Exactly.
To give it,
exactly. So this is actually the very best rig when you need something sinking, but it's still with the highest abrasion resistance you can have.
Okay. And I see from the new boxes that you can see basically now how quick you're going to run out.
Yes.
So basically you're not going to get onto the bank.
Exactly.
You start tying rigs with this and get halfway through tying it up. Oh, I've run out. You
That's
know. And the little cutter on the top, nice neat little device. No need for a pair of braid blades anymore. Now, a number of uses that you could use for this, from making your soft, supple hairs, your basic hair rigs that, I mean, I've caught so many carp. Different breaking strains are available in.
Yes, on the Super Snake we have from 25, 35 and 45 pounds.
So you covered every option there.
Yeah.
A brand new product for 2013. Now this is the Super Snake. I'll be trying this one out, I hope you will too. Okay, now this one looks interesting, the Viper NS. Now I do know from last year the Viper was already one of the current Prologic braids. Is this a totally new product for this year?
Of course, yes, it's not just the packaging new, it's also the braid is totally new.
Tell me
as
more.
you see, sure. As you see, first of all, the one we are using now is a 45 pound. This is extremely tough line, but you see, it's soft as silk. Still, we have kept the same sinking ratio as the previous one, so it's totally sinking. These, I would say, is the very best when you need to tie some really delicate rigs, even when you need some high strength like this, 45 pound. Have a look.
Now this was first going, I can see how soft and supple this is. Now you're telling me this is strong, really strong and abrasive resistant. Now this is going to be ideal for combi rigs when you want the super fine presentation that you need, but you need your bait to be very supple, a lot of movement to catch those, you know, really wary fish. This looks really good. I'm quite excited about using this one myself.
And I would mention that we have used a lot of this Viper NS for the combi link, and I would say this is by far the best way to use this kind of braided line.
Fantastic. Moving on, looking at this one, this looks very interesting. Link Rex. Tell me about this one, Invite.
Yeah, first of all I want to explain you why the name Rex. You know, in the old Roman Empire, Rex was the king, was the most important man.
So what you're saying, this is top of the...
This is the very top of the our range.
Okay.
This is 100% Dyneema. But because of that, the abrasion resistance is by far the highest of the whole range. But because of that, it's also not sinking.
Okay.
So it's a neutral braided line.
Yep.
I would say you really need a micro drop of tungsten paste or whatever.
So it's neutrally buoyant.
Yes.
Yeah, it's neutral.
I know that some people doesn't like the neutral braided line. But we only wanted to have the best abrasion resistance possible, keeping good softness. You see this, you almost cannot feel it. We have this matte green color, which is
quite
awesome,
nice.
I think.
Yeah, the colouring is quite nice.
And I mean, what we have in our hand, you see, is extremely thin. This is a 50 pound braided line. These will be available 25, 40 and 50 pound.
Okay. Now first thoughts on this, I cannot believe how thin this is. 50 pound breaking strain. Lovely olive matte green finish.
Yeah, olive matte,
so that ain't going to spook anything.
Nope.
Super soft.
Yeah.
50 pound breaking strain. I mean,
I would say this is the average for a 20 pound.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. This is going to be big in 2013. Keep your eyes out for this one. Moving on, we'll look at the Reptilian. Again, Reptilian. Brand new product for this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have still used the old name because we've been quite successful with the old Reptilian. So as we did for the Viper, as we did for the XLNT monofilament, we just upgraded the product with new material, new colors.
Tell me more.
Sure. First of all, we have totally changed the coating. So the Reptilian is a coated Hooklink.
Okay.
This coating is, as you see, is transparent, but it's not reflecting. So it's just a clear coating.
Okay.
And
so you've got a matte finish on
exactly,
a clear coating
exactly.
there. Yeah.
So the color you see is 100% the color of the braid.
Okay.
You see, it's two different tones of green.
Yeah.
Because of this coating is so tight on the braid, it doesn't allow the air to come inside. So this coating is strong, but it's sinking.
Okay.
And it's quite an important feature.
So you've got everything that you've wanted there from a plastic coated braid.
Right.
There's plastic coated braids on the market.
Right.
But they all need the tungsten on them to make them sink.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So what you're saying, the
This
plastic
doesn't need
coating
it.
has been forced onto this one so
Exactly.
tight
Right.
that there's no air trapped in
Right.
it whatsoever, so it naturally sinks?
Yes, yes.
That's absolutely fantastic.
So combi-link, whatever you need to do, and with this one we start from 15, 25, 35 and 45 pounds.
So you've covered every option there.
Everything. So
Combi rigs, stiff rigs,
combi rigs,
not-
stiff rigs.
even
I love it
quad
for the
rigs.
combi rigs actually.
Yeah, I've been playing around with this for a few moments now, and I can see the memory on this. I can basically make it do what I want
Right.
to do. This is going to be a good one for 2013. Look out for that one in the shops.
We do have two kind of follow leader rig because, as you know, there is millions of different situations when you're out fishing: pond, lake, big lake, small lakes, canal, river. So I think there's a purpose for both of them because there is some serious different specification.
Right.
First of all, the Python soft core have a slightly more flat shape.
It's got a flat profile.
Right,
Yeah.
profile, exactly. This is just because, especially when you're fishing lake or any kind of water with a lot of weed and lily pad, this acts like an edge, so it helps you a lot to cut all the weed and to get the fish out.
If you've got a fish weeded in dense
Right.
lily pads,
Right.
this stuff's going to saw through
Right,
it. Yeah, so-
exactly.
yeah, it's got-
Exactly. And also because it's not that smooth as the supercharged.
so it's quite abrasive in
Exactly.
feel as well.
One more difference between those two, the sinking speed. The Python soft core is perfect to be used in a very silky and soft bottom because it's 100% sinking, doesn't matter what, it will sink, but it will sink much slower compared to supercharged.
Okay.
Okay, and still one more difference is a bit more stiff.
Yes.
You see, it's totally soft,
Yeah.
but not soft as a supercharged.
Okay.
This can also be a good thing if you need to cast long distance, because you know, of course, you can have the most advanced rig, you will never tangle, but just having a bit more stiffness on the end, it will
that's an
always help.
improvement.
It
Yeah.
will always help.
Okay.
So soft, sinking, but still is a bit more stiff than the supercharged. On the other hand, the supercharged, as you can see, is totally soft. I mean,
That's
I
so
will
light,
never
isn't
get
it?
tired to say how
Yeah.
soft it is, the supercharged. Totally round, and we have this unique camo color which is matte brown and black with parallel winding.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks really good, that one.
Both of them is extremely easy to splice, so no problem at all. Just use it as a very old style lead core. The supercharged also is much better to be used in the rock, where you have not flat bottom. You know, when you have a lot of small features, these will follow the bottom much better compared to the Python soft core. So soft bottom, silky bed, lake bed, Python soft core, wet, weed, Python soft core, rock, a lot of features in the bottom, supercharged.
Fantastic.
Have a look.
Two new lead core leaders, or no lead core leaders, from Prologic. These are obviously got every situation in fishing covered. These are both going to be big in 2013. Get into your local tackle shop now and check these out. Also, coming on to one of my favourites now. I've used the old version of this for many years. Now, I loved everything about it. Now, obviously, Prologic's not a company that goes backwards.
No.
They're going forwards.
Yeah.
This has got to be 100% better.
Yes.
Tell me about this, Enrico.
First of all, we came back to the totally transparent colors. We have kept the same quality of the fluorocarbon before, so it's 100% Japanese fluorocarbon, 100% fluorocarbon. What we have changed it to the previous one, I would say we have gave to this fluorocarbon just a bit more softness, just to make easier to tie knot and everything. And still quite stiff. You see, of course, it does have memory. It do have memory, but you've been using this in the last days.
Yeah,
it's quite easy to tie it and have a very straight stiff rigs.
From the old stuff that I loved and adored the old stuff.
Right.
The only problem that I ever found with it was, like you say, was the knots.
Right.
You had to be so careful with what knots you tied.
Extremely careful.
I've tied everything in the book I've thrown at this, and it's knotted absolutely perfect. It seems to have a quite a soft, supple coating on it.
Yeah.
It still sinks ultra fast, 100% invisible in water.
Yeah.
I can't
Abrasive resistance is simply awesome on this.
Yeah. Again, I love the old stuff. If you were to tell me that this was going to be not as good as the old stuff, me and you would fall out. But this is absolutely fantastic. I can vouch for this. I've been using it. Fluorocarbon at its best, again delivered by Prologic.